What's up, guys? Out here at the Susquehanna River, obviously as you can see in the background, we're at a boat ramp. This is the Isle of Cue boat ramp. It's a little windy, waves are crashing, but for I think it's the 2nd of December, the weather's super warm, it's really nice out, so we're gonna get out here and see what we can catch. Alright guys, so I'm using the North Branch Tackle Custom. This is a 1/8 sled. It's obviously painted yellow. I'm using a Savage Gear crawl. The water's definitely muddy. It's still low, so I'm hoping since the sun was out today and it's warmed up that some of these fish, specifically smallmouth, are moving around. We're gonna try a spot here, a couple of spots up the river, and I might even go to Lewisburg and try a spot there. Yeah, I didn't know the water was this dirty. It's probably just from the waves stirring up some stuff from the bottom. That's also why it's gonna be helpful using this yellow. It's gonna stand out in the dirtier water. So let's see what happens. And I know the water's still going to be cold, so you definitely don't want to be moving your lure too fast. And I'm not using a jerkbait, I'm using a crawfish, so I want to drag it slow on the bottom. Make it look more realistic. Plus when you drag it slow, it's also going to hit rocks. It's going to make sounds, cause vibrations underwater for the fish to be attracted to it. And if you think of a crawfish, they have a skeleton on the outside. So whenever it rubs up against hard surfaces, it makes a sound, a certain sound. And your hook and your metal weight obviously make sounds too. So it's good to just drag your lure on the bottom anyway, even if the water isn't cold. How's everybody's day today? Leave in the comments below. Any comments you want to leave about my videos or anything you just want to say in general. I'm usually pretty responsive. We're going to walk right over here and try a couple casts. So if we don't have any bites or anything here, I'm going to move to a different spot. I'm guessing the water's just dirty right up against the bank from the waves. I'm guessing if you go a couple feet out, it's probably clear. Oh, fish. Feels small. There it is. Still. See? Try to make multiple casts, sometimes move a couple feet. Move a couple feet from where you're at. Oh yeah, he's cold. There we go. Beautiful red eye. It's off. Definitely this color might have helped since it's not black. You know, I'll leave an description below the link to pick some of these up. But as you can see, that yellow gives it a little bit of color in the water, just a little bit. Well, as I always say, in the cold water in the wintertime, good idea is definitely casting the same spot. So I just have an idea of where I caught that fish and cast back out there. And they do school up, you know, by nature, so it's good to just take fire cast back out there. Don't get excited and reel real quick. Make sure you keep it slow. It's hard to say. There could be a brush pile or a rock pile right there I didn't know about. And plus, if the water is dirty, it's it's going to take multiple casts, you know, for a fish to see it unless you get it right in front of their face. But let's be real, you know, what are the odds of you casting every cast right in front of a fish? So it's just good practice just to make multiple casts in general. It's good to pick something out across the river, like on the other side, or a pond or the lake or whatever you're fishing when you make a cast. And I remember I casted at that bridge over there at that one spot. So just pick something out for you to target, so it makes your cast more accurate whenever you do get a bite, so you know where to cast each time. Make a couple more casts here, and then I might walk right up there a little bit. And this is public property right here where I'm at, and then up there is private property, but I have permission from the owners to fish up there, so I might just walk up there and make a couple casts. So I'm gonna do that. See you guys there in a second. Okay, so I ran up the river a little ways, still using this North Branch tackle custom weight here. Actually has the screw lock, so you screw in your bait, hook it up through. Super sharp hooks. Really like these weights, these weighted hooks. Highly recommend you checking them out. He's on Facebook. His first name's Ryan, but definitely encourage you to pick some of these up. Just give them a try. So we're gonna keep casting here. Caught one back there, so that's a good sign. It means they are still active, not completely in all of the deep holes around. And honestly, I feel like in the wintertime, not every bass is going to go to the wintering hole. Some are going to move out, some are going to stay. I mean, bass are bass, right? I'm sure a majority of them do go to holes, but I know last winter when I was fishing up through Susquehanna here, some days you'd catch them, some days you wouldn't, but it seemed like there'd always be those days where there were some just roaming around. I like to use a Ned, but I kept getting stuck the other day on like everything because we had so many floods this year. So many logs and debris under the water, so the exposed hook just kept getting caught on everything. So I really like these sled styles to screw on. It's like I said, it's almost like hooking it up Texas rigged, but so you screw it in up here. Your hook still up a little bit, but the fish just has to push that down versus your hook being out like that and get caught on everything. Because like I said, these hooks are super sharp. Just gonna stay confident with this bait because like I said, it's small, it's not too big, so it should catch big ones and small ones. Pretty confident with this. So we're just gonna keep casting, stay fishing. Last time I was fishing here, well, I should say this past summer when I was fishing here, there was some logs and stuff out there. I'm wondering if they're still out there, if there's gonna be fish by them. And in the wintertime too, you definitely want to cast where there's less current, where there's more still water. So bass aren't going to be typically in that fast current. Make a couple more casts here and we're going to move. Maybe if you don't have a vehicle to jump in and drive somewhere, just walk too. You know, if you're on a creek or something behind your house, just walk a little bit. If there's nicer holes, just a variation in the stream or a rock somewhere, Just because the fish aren't right there where you are. Oh, there's one. See? Just because the fish are where you are doesn't mean they're not there. Oh, not bad. It's bigger than the last one. A little bit. That. Just hammered it. These hooks are nice when nice and sharp. It's good in the winter time too when their mouths are hard. Get a good hook set. Nice. Got a scar on his tail there. Alright. Nice strong toss. He's good. There we go. See, right when I was about to give up. That's why it pays off just to maybe stay for a couple more casts. If you have enough time. That one hit it hard. Make another cast. He hit it actually about right in this area, so it's actually really close to the bank. Yeah, just stay persistent. That being said, I'm gonna close this out, but keep fishing, stay positive. You can always find a negative in something, but you can always find the positive. So be a lighthouse in the world, just shine differently. But stay anchored. Everybody have a good evening. God bless.